Welcome to on tonight's Clubhouse Live Playoff Edition. Keisean Nixon is here and ready to celebrate with you. And hanging out with us on this Victory Monday is one of K9's defensive backfield buddies. Jonathan Owens is here. What a game last night at Lambeau. We'll talk about the big playoff clinching victory with the guys. And how do you celebrate a new year? With a kiss. You'll see what we mean when we play our Clubhouse Live Challenge. It's time to get started. So hey Keisean, hey Jonathan, come on in.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the club, to the Fox Club. We're here at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium in Grand Chute, Wisconsin. Great Monday night here. I am Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin and the Post Crescent. How is everybody doing on this playoff edition show? Jam-packed crowd. This is fantastic. Love the energy, and that's what little playoffs do to everybody, right? Make January a little bit more tolerable. And we got a jam-packed show, a fun show, and we'll get to it here in a second. But first, we can't get things started without giving our high-fivers a big round of applause. We have members of the Wrightstown wrestling team here tonight, and there they are. Our high school team of the week. We will introduce those guys, talk about them there a little bit later on in the show. By the way, thanks for your patience. I know we're off to a little bit of a late start, but that's okay. Everything's good to go. So, hey, we got a lot to talk about. How about we start with this? How about Packers 17, Bears 9? And how about this? The Packers are in the playoffs. Everybody's excited about that, right? What a turnaround to the season, and what a game Sunday at Lambeau Field as the Packers dominated the rival Bears to clinch the final NFC playoff berth. Jordan Love, how about that guy again? He continued to play red-hot football. He's playing at an MVP level, isn't he? 316 yards, 2 touchdowns, 27 of 32 passing, 128.6 passer rating. Love completed passes to 8 different players with Dontavian Wicks, right? He led the way, a couple touchdown catches, also 6 receptions, 61 yards. How about Bo Melton? This guy's come out of nowhere to shine. Playing great football, 5 catches, 62 yards. How about Jaden Reed lighting it up again? 4 catches, 112 yards. And how about our old friend Showtime, Aaron Jones, right? Another big game, 111 rushing yards, 141 total yards in all. And how about that defense yesterday? Packers limited the Bears to just 192 total yards, kept them out of the end zone, and sacked Justin Fields 5 times. Now we get ready for Packers and Cowboys, a classic playoff matchup, right? Who's excited for that big game in Big D? Everybody's excited. By the way, that is now 10 straight victories by the Packers over the Bears, right? And you know who loves that? Happy Vince loves it when the Packers win and they beat the Bears. Look at that, Ricardo.
Boo.
And he loves it when the guys are here. Look who's back. It's our co-host. It is Showtime, or I should say Showtime. It's K9. He's pretty much Showtime too, though. Keisean Nixon is right over there, everybody. And look who's hanging out with K9 tonight. It's Green Bay Packers safety Jonathan Owens. He's right here too. All right. Big thank you to our presenting sponsors. We have Cellcom and Packerland Home Improvement. Keep your fitness goals without breaking your financial goals. Get a new phone and smartwatch for less than $10 a month at Cellcom. Visit cellcom.com/deals for details. And Packerland Home Improvement has delivered superior windows and doors installation service for 50 years. Take advantage of their current special. Just buy one window or door, get one 60% off, plus 12 months, no payments. And for folks in the audience and watching online, right, get an additional $250 off your entire project simply by mentioning Clubhouse Live. Packerland Home Improvement, it matters, it's your home. Let's hurry up, let's get the worst part of the show out of the way because we want to celebrate. It is the other member of our Clubhouse Live crew. It is Chicago Bears fan.
That's right.
Ricardo Arguello, everybody.
Yes. Give it to me, baby. First off, Brett, I think some thank yous are in order for taking over the show last week.
No, you didn't take over
sick.
the show. You just did a very bad job as a backup quarterback, okay?
That's right.
I watched.
I held it all together. You know, I didn't have to, but I came in. I was like the greatest pinch hitter ever. Came in, sat right where you sat.
Yeah.
Took over the show, and it ran pretty smoothly. Relatively speaking.
I have been begged and pleaded by people, do not ever get sick ever again, Brett. Please, please.
That's me telling you that because I didn't want to do it again.
Listen, he did a great job, right? Big round of applause for Ricardo.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. I was under the weather last week.
Brett.
Good to be back, though.
By the way, when Josiah DeGuara and Ben Sims were back there, and I said, hey, listen, Brett's out sick. I'm going to be hosting the show. The look of surprise on their face.
The look of terror.
Yeah,
I think
terror,
is what they
too.
meant.
I said, don't worry about it. We'll have fun. We'll play it up a little bit. It's Bears Week. It was a good show. Those guys were great. I got to give them a hand as well. They did a great job, both Josiah and Ben.
They did, absolutely. So, yep. Now, listen, before we get going, because I want to get Keisean over here, and Jonathan, too, I understand you have a little Packers-Bears bet to pay off.
Oh, yes.
So
I was hoping you'd forget
Let's put it on, Ricardo.
I was hoping you'd forget that. First off, I don't even know how to put this on.
Put it on your head.
I'm not even sure.
Put it on that
yes,
big head of yours.
Brett, I am nothing but a man of honor and integrity, and I will honor the bet. Now, I don't know if I'll keep this on because, quite frankly, it covers this beautiful head of hair. But I'll try to keep it on as long as possible.
There we go. Let's see it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Look at Keisean. He's giving you a pound. Yep.
Keisean.
Yep.
Jonathan. I'm only wearing it for you. Oh, he likes it. Okay. Yeah. Embarrassing.
Yes.
Embarrassing.
Yes.
So
well, that's your team is embarrassing, right? So I tell you what, that's enough of you, enough of your egotistical nonsense. Let's talk about this show, though, right? An interactive show.
And we have a quite lively online presence right now, Brett. We invite those comments and questions through that live chat that we found online, kind of within the screen, if you're watching that on the video screen or whatever. Brett, any questions that they have, I'll relay over to you because I'll be monitoring that chat the whole night.
Our handles are Twitter at PCBrettsy, at Ricardo De Leon, at Keisean Nixon, at JJOwens_3. Also, give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Now, Ricardo, as you can see, the budget's a little tight right now. So we didn't actually have a Viking, or I should say a Cowboys welcome mat, so I improvised. I just made a photocopy of that ugly logo so the guys can stomp their feet on it when they get to the stage, right? We have to keep tradition. Cowboys are next. It's a playoff game, so let's get Keisean over here. Our co-host is in his fifth NFL season, his second with the Packers. He's an all-pro. He's a defensive leader. He didn't quite seem sure to make of his first taste of a Wisconsin brat, right? I'm going to see if he maybe warmed up to that here in a little bit. And he clearly enjoys a good victory cigar. Did you know that, too? Yeah. That whole locker room was full of haze and smoke. How about a big Clubhouse Live welcome for Green Bay Packers All-Pro? He's number 25. He's the K9. It's Keisean Nixon, everybody.
It's apocalypse now.
Yes.
It's apocalypse
There we go.
It's apocalypse now.
That's what we like to see. That's what the crowd likes to see. Welcome back to the show, K9, Keisean Nixon. Look at this crowd here. Look at this crowd. They're ready.
I like it.
Look at this. Way back there even. We'll wave to you guys. Way back by the Christmas tree. This is great, isn't it?
Yeah. I like the.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people here today.
Let's keep doing it.
Yeah.
Let's keep doing it. Just keep winning football games, and we'll
Absolutely.
keep doing this stuff.
Absolutely.
So, well, welcome back. What did you think of that brat? Huh? I remember last time you were here, you scarfed a brat. You had a big old Wisconsin brat for the first time. Be honest. Did you enjoy it?
It wasn't that good.
What?
I think you hyped it up.
No, we didn't hype anything up. Those things are tasty.
So somebody said I needed a beer. I didn't have the right beer.
That helps too. Maybe a nice beer. Maybe a nice victory cigar, huh? Who brought all those victory cigars for you in the locker room? I'm surprised that the sprinklers didn't start going off last night in the locker room.
We actually thought it was.
Yeah.
We actually been holding them cigars for, I think, 3 weeks.
Okay.
We had to win the last 3, and that was our trifecta, and we accomplished it. Won the last 3 and got in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Smoked the
they're in.
cigar.
They're in. There's some good video footage of you guys. You having a little fun out there with those victory cigars. But Keisean, do you have a message for Chicago Bears fan Ricardo Arguello over there? Do you have a message for him?
Let's hear it.
We got kids in here, but belt to butt. I've never lost to Chicago, and I don't plan on doing it next year.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, there's always next year, Brett.
Yeah, that's what you've been saying for the last
I've been saying that
10
for the
years.
last 15
It's
years.
always next year, right? By the way, I got this right here, the stat. What did I see? It was 50-15, I think the Packers are over the Bears since 1992. 50-15.
I know. Hey, they've had their way with the Bears. Brett, they've overtaken like that, what do you call it, the all-time series?
Yeah.
And it took them 50 wins to do it. So think how that was before that win streak.
We don't care about that.
My point is this.
We're living in the moment.
The NFL doesn't stop tomorrow. There's still plenty of football to be played over this next century. So I'm very optimistic, as you know, Brett.
Keyshawn, you got something to say about that?
He's just delusional.
Yeah, he is.
Delusional.
It's because his hat's on my head, man. I
Yeah.
got cheese on my head.
It looks great.
Yeah. It does look good, doesn't it?
Come on.
Looks real good. Looks real
Just
good.
be thankful it's this and not the bra.
Yeah, well, no. Cheese
Bra.
head's good enough.
You wouldn't want to see that.
It's a family show, Ricardo. We save that talk for Clubhouse Live After Dark. That's a different show.
After dark.
So listen, the Green Bay Packers are in the playoffs. Keisean Nixon, how does that sound to you?
Y'all tell me. I think we're all excited.
It's your second trip, right? You were there in the 21 playoffs with the Raiders,
yeah,
right?
with the Raiders. Play
You got-
Cincinnati. It's my second time being in the playoffs.
Yep, second time. So you got a little playoff experience. I'll ask you about that here in a little bit. But what does it feel like? What was just winning a football game? And not only that, but a big football game. Because you guys put so much time and effort into it every single week to get ready to play a game. This was a win or going. This was a playoff game. Describe the feeling afterwards and just what it felt like to finally prevail and know that you're going to play another week.
It kind of felt normal because I think since Carolina was a playoff game for us, we had to win out to get in, and that's what we did. So we set our goals from Carolina. It was like this is a playoff game, so that's 3. This gonna be our 4th playoff game in a row. So we locked in.
You're locked in, ready to go. Make that run to Las Vegas. Maybe get back there, right?
I want to sleep in my own bed.
Yeah, right. That's an interesting city to have a Super Bowl. Let's just put it that way. There could be some shenanigans going on in the Sin City. But, well, how late did you stay up? How late were you celebrating, or were you kind of early to bed after last
Yeah,
night?
my body kind of was hurting.
Was
so,
it? Yeah.
It's not too much to do in Green Bay. So you see your family, go home, go to sleep, start it over again.
Right. Well, how long can you enjoy? Are you done enjoying this win? Are you already onto the Cowboys? You're still kind of reveling in beating up on the Bears.
Oh no, it's over.
It's over.
The Bears is old news now. We on the Cowboys.
Yep. Bears are always
Old news.
Always.
Always.
Next year,
Always.
baby. We got you next year.
We love the hat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, well, listen, Keisean, you guys have the youngest team in the league, right? It was looking a little bleak for a while. So how'd you guys get hot? How'd you turn this thing all around, and now suddenly you're one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs?
Some people say quarterback, but I think it's more than just Jordan. I think it's everybody. Coaching staff. I think it's the fans. I think it's everybody.
Jordan's playing well. He's you're a red hot team, and he's a red hot quarterback. That certainly helps. But yeah, a bunch of guys stepped up. We'll talk about some of those guys here when we do our 3 questions as we look back. But this is big for you guys for a number of reasons. Obviously, you want to get into the dance. Anybody can win this time of year, right? Nobody's unbeatable. But for such a young team, this experience is going to be invaluable. I mean, I know you want to win now, but even as you look forward to next season and the season beyond that, having this playoff experience is big.
Yeah, I remember when I played for the Raiders, I played with a guy named Richie Incognito, and he played 18 years, and he's never been to the playoffs.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah, he played 18 years, so it's a blessing just to even get an opportunity to play in the playoffs. It doesn't come by often. It's actually hard to get in, and the G gonna get in.
G's going to get in, but getting these young guys that playoff experience is just going to pay dividends down the stretch.
Yeah, it's gonna be real good for them because I think the oldest guy on the receiving group is in year 2, right? I think they're all 2 and under, so
They're all babies.
yeah, but which is good because when teams scout them, they're really free fall. So we don't have like a solidified vet right now, and I think that's good for the young guys with Jordan because it's allowing Jordan just to throw at who he likes at the moment, and he's throwing to everybody. You see, Bo Melton stepped up the last 2 games. He's been doing it all year in practice. I just think it's kudos to everybody, and it's locked in an organization. And when they get that moment, they got to step up, and they've been doing it.
They sure have. Well, that's a great segue into what I wanted to ask you quickly next. Speaking of those young guys, I just want to get your thoughts from your vantage point, what you've seen practice, but not in games as well. But you got Dontavian Wicks, 6 catches, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jaden Reed, 4 for 112. Bo Melton, 5 for 62. Malik Heath, 3 for 9, but he's made big catches. Tucker Kraft filling in for Luke Musgrave, 3 for 31. What's it been like just watching their development from your standpoint? Because, like you said, who do you stop right now? Everybody's making plays.
Yeah, man. It's kind of funny when you see like young guys that go through like the little hump when they're struggling early on, and like I said, the college football season's over, so their rookie season's over. Now is the back end is they're in NFL now. It's not no more your rookies, and just seeing their confidence grow over time is just funny. And now they talk crap back.
Do they?
They used to be so quiet, and now they got all this confidence, and I love it, and it brings it out for everybody. And when the offense puts points on the board, it's easy for us to go out there and 3 and out and give them the ball back. And you've been seeing that the last 5-6 weeks is what's been going on.
Yeah, sure has. You guys have been playing really well. So it's going to be fun to see how that materializes against the Dallas Cowboys. But, hey, Rosie, let's do this. It's time to unveil tonight's Clubhouse Live GIF of the night. Let's see. There you look at that guy. Yeah. He's pumped up. He's pumped up. Look at that final score, Ricardo. Huh? He's pumped up. That's your quarterback. He's all he's having a good time. Good to see him smile. He's usually so stoic. You don't know what he's thinking. He's so even keel. But let's talk about 3 questions. We got to talk about Jordan Love, though, right? I mean, this guy. He's your quarterback. He's the face of the franchise. Finishes the regular season 32 touchdowns, second most in the league, 4,159 yards, 96.1 passer rating. He's playing at an elite level. There's no doubt about it. What has he proven to you guys in the locker room, and what has he proven to the rest of the league?
To us, we seen it already. We seen it last year, even when 12 was here. He was the one throwing against the scout team or against the starting defense last year, when the scout team offense, and his mannerisms are so close to Aaron that it's kind of scary if you really think about it. And I just think he's just going out there to prove everybody that he is who he say he is, and I love it for him. The guy's showing in the world that there's no drop off. We get that it's his first year, but he in the playoffs.
He's in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I tell you, his mannerisms are close to Aaron, but just make sure you keep him away from the ayahuasca, okay? Just keep him away from that kind of stuff, all right? Let's keep him nice and steady and even keel like he has been doing, all right? We don't need any of those shenanigans going on. So
you can't control when he gets
you
older.
Can't. Well, that's just good. I'm going to leave that up to you to kind of keep him away from that funny stuff. So,
sure.
But listen, Matt LaFleur said of Jordan Love, quote, "I don't think there's many questions left." I think, end quote. I think everybody would agree to that. Let's do number 2. Let's talk about another one of your leaders. How about Aaron Jones, huh? How about this guy coming in? 111 yards, 22 carries. He's rushed over 100 yards the last 3 games. Now that he's back, he's healthy. He's battled through some injuries. He's bounced back, played big in essentially what were or have been playoff games for you guys. So what do you most admire about this guy, right? He's such a fun-loving guy, but, man, he is the ultimate leader, the ultimate team player, isn't he?
Yeah. Aaron's actually a funny guy. I watched him all year battle through injuries, and he wants to play so bad. And it was times where he wanted to play, and I knew he wasn't ready. And he was just fighting all week to hopefully Sunday let him play. He couldn't play. He wasn't ready. And I'm just excited to see him healthy. He's healthy at the right time. We would love to have him early on, but we would love to have him more on the back end. So.
Yeah, fresh legs and like Jordan Love, a huge piece of that offensive puzzle. Last but not least, hey, he's a defensive guy. We got to talk about that defense, right, and how well those guys have been playing. Kept the Bears out of the end zone. He kept Justin Fields from running wild. So how'd you do it, number 1, and what's been a little bit of a change? It looks like you guys are a little bit more blitzing, a little bit more aggressive. Has that kind of been the change-up for you guys?
I think that's kind of a change-up, but really kudos to Joe B, man. He's been dialing up, and we've been playing fast and physical. It hasn't been calling a lot of plays. He's been really letting us go out there and play, and it's been working.
Yeah, it has, right? It's been working. It kind of fits their mindset, their skill set. So there we go. Well, let's take our first time out, and Keisean's time for tonight's stat pack. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
How about a stat pack about K9? How about a stat pack about Keisean Nixon? Let's talk this guy up.
Let me hear it.
Did you know Keisean is now only the 2nd player in team history to have at least 750 kickoff return yards in back-to-back seasons. Randall Cobb is the other. And Keisean's 8 games with at least kickoff returns dating back to 2022 leads the NFL. I think I'm missing a number there, but anyway, it's just really good, okay? Let's just put it that way. He also has 6 kickoff returns of at least 50 yards and 19 of at least 30 yards since the 2022 season to lead the league in both categories over that stretch. All that we're trying to say is this guy's been a sensational kickoff return guy and one of the league's best the last 2 years. So there you go. A stat pack for you.
Thank you, guys.
So there we go. Ricardo, we got some trivia tonight, don't we?
We do, but we have some rules first. So anybody's interested in winning these prizes, this is what you got to do. First up, we'll ask the question. If you think you know the answer, please raise your hand. Do not shout it out. And then if you are correct, you win what, Brett?
You get some great Timber Rattlers prizes. We have a Timber Rattlers cap. We have a Timber Rattlers cooler bag. So some good stuff and some prizes to give away at the end of the show as well.
All right,
including
great
Rattlers
stuff.
tickets.
But once you win, you're out for the rest of the show in terms of the trivia contest. So, and sorry, live chatters, and it's a very robust chat, Brett.
Good.
You got to be here to win.
So we're going to give away the Timber Rattlers hat for this first trivia question I'll ask. Here we go. Bo Melton, we talked about this guy. He has evolved into a big piece of the Packers' offensive puzzle in recent weeks. By the way, I hear he's the fastest guy on the team. Yeah. That's what I hear.
We'll wait till J.O. gets up here.
We'll ask Jonathan that. We'll ask Jonathan.
I don't think he's going to say that, but he's a pretty fast young guy.
He is fast, yep. What team selected Melton in the 7th round of the 2022 NFL Draft? Right over here?
No, far back.
Back there? Come on up. The Seattle Seahawks. He gets the bell. I'll let you give him the Timber Rattlers hat. Come on up, get your prize. Yep, the Packers signed Melton to their active roster off the Seahawks practice squad in December of 2022. So nice to have him in Green Bay. Okay, kid's really good. He's really good hands and very fast. So here we go. We ready to get Jonathan Owens over here? Here we go. Our guest tonight is in his 5th NFL season, his first with the Packers. He spent the previous 4 seasons with the Houston Texans, came off a big 2022 season that saw him post a career-high 125 tackles, 4 pass breakups, a sack, and a quarterback hit. How about that for some production in 2022? Our guest tonight has appeared in all 17 games for the Packers this season, and he has tallied 74 tackles, 3 pass breakups, a sack, 2 tackles for a loss, a quarterback hit, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Remember that. 27-yard scorer against Detroit on Thanksgiving Day. Our guest tonight played collegiately at Missouri Western, where he earned the school's Male Student Athlete of the Year award as a senior and was an all-conference selection. Our guest tonight loves cheesecake. Ricardo, did you know that? He's a big cheesecake fan. He used to love anyway, eating sour worms. That's according to his college bio. That's what it says. He claims his dream job is to be a doctor one day. I don't know if that's still the case. We'll see. Maybe it's to play football. Our guest tonight has been called one of the sexiest men in sports. What's that all about?
What?
What's that all about?
Let's get him on and find out.
I've never used that word on Clubhouse Live before. And our guest tonight is also a dance instructor. More on that here in a bit. How about a Clubhouse Live welcome for Green Bay Packers safety number 34? It's Jonathan Owens, everybody. Welcome to the show, Jonathan Owens. But before we get started, because this is Keisean's show, and you are Keisean's guest, Keisean, K9, insists on asking the first question of the night.
Respect.
I ain't gonna do you like that. What's your biggest accomplishment in life so far?
Meeting my wife.
Oh, I knew you was gonna do it.
Oh.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, we've got the wife stuff out of the way now, right? Now we're going to talk football. Okay, so settle down, everybody. Welcome to the show, Jonathan. I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, do you have a message for Chicago Bears fan Ricardo Arguello?
Sorry about that, bro. Sorry you had to do it, but you know, business is business.
We won't talk about the penalty that should have been called on you on Fields.
Here we go.
I ain't going to talk about that, though.
You go ahead and respond to that, Jonathan.
It was a hard hit. I think there should have been a penalty. There wasn't.
It was all shoulder, though. You see the technique?
It was good technique. I'm not saying that, but I've seen penalties called on hits like that. I'm just saying.
So my thing is, like, it was a late slide.
No. I got you.
Get him right. Get him right.
Here we go.
He should have slid earlier. He wouldn't have got hit so hard.
Okay, fair enough. My point is this. If that had been J Love doing that,
We would have been
situation
jumping on
reversed, you all would have been crying. You know you would be.
J Love would have made a move. He wouldn't have tried to
J Love
slide
would have
so
fumbled.
somebody. Jordan Love, Justin.
We're just having fun, guys. I'm wearing a cheese
Yeah,
head.
look at you.
For crying out loud.
You know they're about ready to hit you.
I know they are.
All right, so now you're backtracking. So I tell you what, too, number 2, this is not on the script. Is Bo Melton the fastest guy on the team? Now, be honest, Jonathan Owens.
You want me to be honest? Who I think the fastest guy on the team is?
Yes, tell me, please.
So I think it'd be a tight race, but I think C. Watt might get K9.
Whoa,
Low
Keisean doesn't like that.
Low, like only because he boy like 6'4", so he got long legs.
Christian Watson, yeah.
I'll beat him.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Brett, you're supposed to set this up a live stream of them sprinting.
We got a baseball field right in front of us, right?
Yeah, we
got
do.
all the room we could want right here at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. We could do that. We could set up a live stream. You versus Christian Watson versus Bo Melton. Who else am I missing? Rudy Ford.
Eric Stokes.
Rudy.
Eric Stokes.
Stokes,
too.
Rudy
Yeah,
might
Rudy
be
fast, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rudy
I don't know.
fast.
All I'm hearing is Bo Melton is kind of the guy. So. What's going on here? Cheesecake and sour worms. Now, I'm guessing that your nutrition has improved since your college days?
I was an interesting high school kid.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. But that was like my guilty pleasure was cheesecake. But like I would get a whole bag of sour worms, eat the whole thing, like one serve. I was just, I don't know, hyper kid. I stopped that though.
Have you ever tried a brat?
It's been a while. I have
You know
not.
what it is?
A brat? What? Nah, I don't know what's
A
in it.
brat, a Wisconsin
Uh-oh.
brat, like a sausage, big spicy sausage in a bun.
We're going to have one made. Should we get him one, Brett?
I mean, if you want to try a Wisconsin brat.
Keisean, should we get him one?
Yeah.
I'll try one.
You want a Wisconsin
Get him a
yourself,
brat.
Here
Put
we
me
go.
on. Put me
Bratwurst
on.
coming up for Jonathan Owens.
Yeah.
Another one.
Brats and cheese curds.
And you can take another bite on the other
I
end.
want
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, the verbiage.
They can just kind of share
Packer
a
show
bratwurst.
after dark.
So, okay. While they cook up the brat for you, and you're going to love it.
Okay.
You're going to love it. Just a big hot dog, basically. Just a spicy hot dog.
Okay.
All right.
It's huge.
Whoa.
How does it sound to you when I say the Packers are going to the playoffs? Huh? How's that sound,
Man,
Jonathan?
It's incredible, man. It feels good. You know, it was a hard fought win. You know, out there. Man, the fans brought the energy. They really willed us through it. You know, even when things weren't going our way, you know, they stayed in it, stayed loud, made it hard for their offense. You know, I really feel like that equated to, you know, us keeping them out the end zone. So.
Yep, and there you go. Here you go, getting ready for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I know Keisean's been in the playoffs with the Raiders. You were there with Houston, or part of that 2019 team, right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough memories.
But do you have any wisdom to impart on some of the younger guys, maybe that this is their first experience in the playoffs? Any messages that you would share with them to get ready?
I mean, it's really another work week, you know. I really don't try to make any game bigger than what it is, you know. You know the end goal of the game, obviously, but you have to just stay present, stay in the moment. Don't try to psych yourself out. Oh, this is the playoffs. Like, it's just like in my mind, I'm at practice, you know, because I really don't. You don't hear the fans, and you know, as soon as the ball gets snapped, everything else just kind of like goes out, and you just locked in on what you're doing, you know. So we kind of put ourselves in that same mindset in practice. So. You know, so that it translates over to the game. So just tell guys, man, stay relaxed and just let it flow.
Just another game, right, as you get ready for the Cowboys. So, well, listen, before we dig into some more football, I do have to ask this. How does one get himself on a sexiest man list, and how can I find myself doing the same thing? How can I do that? How can I do that, Jonathan?
Man,
Give me some tips.
Man, this is what's crazy. I didn't even know that People Magazine did that. Like, my mom sent it to me and was like, "Oh, so you just on this list now?" And so I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So she sent me the link and I went and looked. It was just hilarious. You know, my family, they like to see it because, you know, but I don't know. Simone kind of laughed at it. She's like, no way. You know what I mean?
Keisean, you guys giving Jonathan some crap about that in the locker room?
No.
No, respecting him that, huh?
Yeah, that's his life. We only talk about football.
Yeah, we're only talking about football.
Brett, unfortunately, I don't think they have any brats in the back.
All the brats are out.
Yes.
Everybody ordered brats.
Sold out. High commodity.
Come back next year, huh?
Next time.
Come back next season. We'll do it again. I tell you what. But Ricardo, I want to get on a sexiest list.
Brett, I think there's an age limit under 50.
Easy.
Probably. Oh.
All right. This doesn't happen by accident here. A lot of hard neglect, a lot of work, a lot of donuts, a lot of cookies.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of stuff like that. A lot of sitting on the couch. So I tell you what. Let's do this too. We got to talk about this. Rosie, can you put up the picture? I don't know if it's going to really show it really good, but there's your touchdown, and you're doing some sort of a dance that now that you were teaching apparently your father-in-law and your godfather that made it onto I think your wife's Instagram story. And what is it called? Like the STL dance or something? It's called
St. Louis. That's what we do.
St. Louis. How do we do the dance? And maybe you want to show us how it's done properly.
I'll stand up.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So
You want to teach me? Should I try?
Yeah, come on, man.
All
Stand
right,
up
I'll
with me.
do it.
Yeah.
What do you look at me like that for? You don't think I got some moves?
Probably not, but
All
we're
right.
going to figure it out.
Here we go. Here we go. What
So
do I do here?
It's like you kind of start with your arms like right here, and you rock with it. So you go in, and you go out. You go in.
How about this? Yeah, look at me go, huh?
Yeah.
In rhythm, Brett.
No, you don't got to throw the. You're not practicing boxing now. All right.
Is that right?
You just gotta get it, man. You gotta get it right. Loosen your hips up, man. You too stiff.
You need a beer.
What are you saying now?
You need a beer.
So I'm going
He
like
do
this.
need a couple. He need a couple shots.
Couple shot. Give me a couple shots, guys, huh?
We gotta get him loose.
No.
Hey, we
No,
gotta
no,
get
no.
him loose.
You got to get a little loose so you
So
stiff.
I think was I pretty good though? Pretty close.
Yeah, man. That's a starter. You starter.
All right, that's a good start. Was I better than your father-in-law and your godfather?
Oh yeah.
Yes, thank you.
I was trying to.
I added a little spin move on there too.
You did though. You start throwing the punch. That was a little different.
Well, I got to add a little my flair.
Little
Keisean.
flavor.
So-
Respect.
Well, take us through that touchdown. That's your first career touchdown, right?
Yeah, it was crazy.
How'd that feel, right? You're in you scoop it up, takes a nice hop off that turf.
Man, it was a gift from God. Just boop right into my hands.
Eyes big as
like-
saucers, as you see, and there's nobody in front of you, right? You're going to be celebrating in the end zone.
I was just thinking, take off, don't get caught. I seen the lineman coming. I'm like, I just gotta take off. And I kept looking back because I'm like, this can't be real. Like, I didn't just get a touchdown. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it just didn't feel like real life. That's why I told everybody. Like, it was just crazy. Like, I got there, and it's like everybody in the crowd just looking at you. And I'm like, oh, did I just score? And I look back. The refs just kind of let it go. So, but I saw the whole play. I knew RG got the ball out. So, long as they didn't call it dead, I was, so.
There you go. So listen, last week we had Ben Sims on, and he said to Ricardo, his first career touchdown, the ball from it is just sitting on top of his fridge, next to a box of cereal.
Yup.
Yeah, just sitting on top of a fridge collecting dust. You got to have a nice little spot for your first career touchdown in football,
I
right?
actually don't have it in a shadow box yet, but I have it sitting next to the picture of me dancing in the end zone. They made like a nice canvas of it for me.
Nice.
So, so I have it like sitting right next to it, and then I have a game ball from the game too that they painted and put my stats on and everything. So, but after the season, it's a place not too far away from the stadium though that they can do it, and they'll get me right. So I'll make sure it goes up in the game room.
Yeah, maybe
sure.
you want to talk to Ben Sims about that too and find that.
He gotta
place.
get right, man.
Next to a box of cereal on top of his refrigerator. I'm not quite sure that's worthy of that. So listen, Keisean, brag on this guy a little bit, right? I always ask you to brag on your guests. This guy's meant a lot to the team, to the secondary, to the locker room. He's made some big plays. He's been a great addition to the team, hasn't he?
Yeah. What I can say about Jo is I appreciate what he do for the team as a defense. Since he got here, he showed that he was a pro. He know how to communicate and things like that. But I think it's bigger than that for me. I think Jo is probably one of the only people that I can relate to in the back end because just like his story, I also came in the league undrafted. And I just know how hard it is when you come in like that, and you got to overcome every obstacle and show every day. You got to show people why you belong here. And since he got here, that's all he's been doing is showing everybody why he's belong here, and he's not just Simone Biles' husband. He's Jonathan Owens, and he has his own resume, and I can't wait to see the future for him.
Man.
Yeah. Well,
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a round of applause for that. Good stuff. Well, again, good segue. Undrafted, right? Like you just said, Keisean. So that's tough. Tough to land a spot on the roster, number one, but then to get on the field and make plays. So how'd you do it? How'd you make it?
Man, just persistence. I've been cut 5 times, so it's just, man, I always took it as I have something else I got to work on. I never let it just absolutely kill my confidence and tell myself that I don't belong. I'm not supposed to be out there. So it was hard, man. I had nights where I'm like, bro, I want to lead this team. Like, they keep putting me on practice squad, but it was just all in God's timing, and it was crazy. Like 2 weeks after I'm having a conversation with my boy, like, man, I think I'm gonna ask for a release. Like, then next thing I know, started getting COVID. I go and I get my first interception, and like changed my life, And ever since then, like, I haven't been on practice squad since. And this is 2021, and it just allowed me to show that I can play and I can, make plays in this league and be impactful on the team. So, just keep a chip on your shoulder. You know what I mean? And nothing was given to me, and I just want to show that I'm one of the hardest workers on the field, and that I can be depended on.
How did that interception? I have it right here. You picked off Justin Herbert, Chargers. It led to a win. It was a big play. You say it kind of changed everything. Like, in how? In what way? Like, why was that the pivotal moment for you?
Because I have film now. Before that, Houston, they were really the only team that knew what I can do because I was on the team with them, so they would see me in practice, practice squad, so. But I hadn't made any plays in the game. I hadn't got film. So once I did that, it did major things for my confidence because I picked up Justin Herbert. And, in my mind, I'm like, man, he's one of the top quarterbacks right now. So it gave me that confidence. And, shoot, that next year I went into the season competing for the starting safety spot. And that's why I ended up starting 17 games last year. So that was really the moment for me that, showed me that I do belong.
Led you here, right? Right here to Green Bay. A few more things, Ricardo, then a social media question of the night, but I have this too on the script. Rookie season, you tear your ACL. Was it during OTAs? Is that
OTAs, last week OTAs.
Okay, so then you're with the Cardinals at that point. So then you decide, then you come back, and but then they release you, right? But you decide to stay in Arizona. You train right across the street from the Cardinals practice facility. Did you do that on purpose so that you could? Was it literally and figuratively, as I'm trying to say, looking at like there's the NFL, I can see it, and it's keeping me motivated, or is that just coincidence?
Nah, that was the closest. It was a park. Yeah,
okay.
It was the closest field to me, so I just would go up there like 5, 6 o'clock, kind of when the sun would go down a little bit, just because Arizona at that time in September is pretty hot during the day. It's it's a desert, so. But yeah, it was just a coincidence that was the field that was closest to me, but the grass wasn't great, but it was I was able to run and do everything I needed to do to stay in shape. So when I did get that tryout with Houston, I was prepared, and they kept me, and I had a tryout with 6 other safeties. So they go and basically just try to kill you, see if you're in shape, put you through a bunch of drills, and man, I was just sprinting the ball back to them every time they would send me deep. I'm sprinting all the way back, handing it to him. Like, I let him know, like, I can't go back to the crib, and that worked out, and that was September 29th, 2019. And shoot, I was in Houston ever since then, and it changed my life.
One more question I want to ask you. Last year, 125 tackles, career high. So you mentioned how that interception changed everything for you, but what did last season do for you from a mindset? Because it's a lot of tackles. Did that further prove to you that I absolutely belong in this league? What did that do for your mindset?
Yeah, it just let me know I could, I'm be a proven starter for 17 games. It's hard to do, just because having that many tackles, you taking a lot of hits, a lot of beating to your body, So those things kind of add up. So later in the season, you start to get little things, you know what I mean? But I just want to show that I was a starter in the NFL, and that's what that did for me. So it kind of ups your resume, when you're able to start for a full season, all 17. And like I said, man, just continue to write my legacy and change my life.
Yeah, how about Jonathan Owens tonight? Keisean Nixon so far. Good stuff here, and showing my dance moves, Ricardo. That's always a plus.
I just want you to know that we have that on video now for the rest of your life.
I put that on film, right, to show everybody that I belong on the dance floor, maybe, huh? So tell you what, Ricardo, you take it easy, K9. I know you'll be laughing at me, but we have our social media question of the night, don't we?
We do, and then I have a question from online.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Social media question of the night. Gina Marvell on Facebook. She wants to know, what do you want to say to all the critics from the start of the year who basically wrote off the Packers this season?
Go ahead, Keisean. All the critics that said Green Bay is doing nothing this season.
Yeah, don't be a fan now.
Yeah, okay. They got no room on the bandwagon, is what he's saying. Yeah,
Don't
there
be a
you
fan
go.
now.
How about you, Jonathan?
What they gonna say now?
Well, yeah. They're going to say you're in the playoffs is what they're going to say.
Right.
Right.
There you go. Nice, simple, direct answers. I love it. So for having her question selected, Gina wins a signed photo. Each week we'll ask you to submit a question for our co-host or guest that we'll ask live during Monday's show. Look for it again on Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Another timeout. Hey, remember, after the show, as we've been doing all season long, stick around. We've got these great Mean Gene bobbleheads that we're going to be giving away. Our unofficial mascot right there. Courtesy of our friends at Bobbles Galore. Bobbles Galore is your source for the largest selection of bobbleheads you will find anywhere. That includes a great selection of Packers, Brewers, and Bucks bobbleheads, and apparently they got a great brand new A.J. Dillon bobblehead, Quadzilla, right? So check that out as well. Shop bobblesgalore.com today. Ricardo, you had something online before we do trivia question number 2?
Yeah, and I think it's something that's timely because Alex Fensky from online, and there's a lot of chatters tonight, he wants to know, guys, who's shoveling all that snow from the big storm that's coming? And I know, is it your off day tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So you guys have plenty of time to shovel. Who's shoveling?
I've got that on the script.
Oh, you
Snow
do?
day tomorrow,
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead, answer now. Who's shoveling all your snow?
Oh, I ain't know we was getting snow.
Oh, we're getting snow, Keisean. We're getting about 9 inches of snow tomorrow.
Keyshawn doesn't know. You didn't know that, did you?
Keyshawn's like, what?
I ain't know that.
Oh, them snowplow companies happy then. I already know.
You got a snowblower at home?
Oh, nah.
I gotta get a shovel. Okay, what else I need?
Now listen here, guys. There's no way you guys are grabbing a shovel and gonna risk injury. Who's shoveling your driveways for you? Somebody's coming over to shovel your driveway, right?
I've never got my driveway shovel. I just drive over the snow.
Pack it nice and. Well,
Get one of those rookies to do it, right, Brett?
Honestly, I think I got a last time my neighbor did it. I'm pretty sure. Nah, my neighbor know that I
He'll dig
stayed.
you out. He'll dig
I need
you
to
out.
get better neighbors.
Nah.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Keyshawn's gonna have like this stack of hard packed, so it's supposed to be wet, heavy snow too, so it's just gonna be packed down. It's gonna be fun tomorrow, right, Ricardo?
They figured out I stay there, so they'll just, they leave me gifts and stuff, so it'd be cool.
Oh, you do need better neighbors, Keisean.
I think I need to talk to them
I
more.
want to see Keisean Nixon out there with a shovel tomorrow afternoon. Just, as Matt LaFleur goes by, driving by, waving to you, right? Brian Gutekunst waving to you, telling you to get. Dan Aarons, he's on the executive board. They make a lot of snowblowers for folks. Aarons.
So if you just throw salt on the snow, it don't just go away? You gotta shovel it too?
We gotta shovel
I
it.
got you from Cali, bro. You don't know nothing about
You
no
gotta
snow.
shovel it.
I never saw snow fall from the sky until I got here.
Yeah. We'll wait till tomorrow. We're gonna get hit. We're gonna get hit, Keisean. So
You gotta get those snow tires.
snow tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be better than the brat, Ricardo. We need to be at Keyshawn's house tomorrow, live streaming him.
Live stream.
Live streaming him shoveling. I think that'll be fun. All right, trivia question number 2, Ricardo, before we move on. What do we have here?
That's right. I need all three of you guys to look out in the crowd to see who raises their hand first. First off, Brett, this question is like 100 words long. What are you doing writing a book?
Isn't it? Yeah.
The question is, up next for the Packers is a playoff matchup against the Cowboys. Of course, the two teams played each other in the 67 NFL title game, which was also known as the Ice Bowl. Packers great Jerry Kramer chronicled that season as part of a diary, and his block that helped lead quarterback Bart Starr into the end zone on a quarterback sneak that won the game would provide the title for Kramer's best-selling book. What's the name of that book?
I see that little guy right there with the hat. That little guy right there.
Yep.
I see you. Instant replay. Come on up. You get a prize. He knows it. The young Packer fans even know all about it.
Respect.
He gets the Timber Rattlers cooler. Come on up, get your cooler. Yep. Give that to the young man. Instant replay.
Good job, man.
The legendary Kramer was a guest of ours earlier this season, and we've talked with him about the book during his visits, but the ability back then for the networks, instant replay was kind of a brand new thing. So for the networks to provide an instant replay look at his block that led to Star Sneak, that it was the inspiration for his book, Instant Replay. So there you go. A little history lesson for you. Something to think about when you're shoveling tomorrow. Maybe you want to read the book. I don't know. So, hey, Rosie, we need some music. It's time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. Sponsored by Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, your center for dental excellence, voted Reader's Choice Best Dentist. Best of the Bay in back-to-back years. Let Dr. Sebastian right over there and his team of professionals help you achieve your dream smile. Guys, we got a fun physical challenge. By the way, Ricardo, when it's Clubhouse Live Challenge, it's not this flag.
Yes, I know.
It's the red challenge.
By the way, BC, about your shoveling thing.
Yeah.
Coach Verbatim from Wrightstown said he knows a bunch of wrestlers that can help out.
There we go. Right there.
The
These
guys.
wrestlers will come on over. So here we go, guys. Jonathan, you get the yellow cup. Keisean, you get the green cup. This is a game we call New Year's Kiss. We haven't played this game in a long time. It's been a number of years, but since we're still celebrating the new year, here's what we want you guys to do. The object of the game is simple. You each have 10 delicious Hershey's Kisses in front of you. The first person to completely unwrap all 10 of the chocolate goodies wins the game. It's not as easy as you think. All you got to do is unwrap all 10 Hershey Kisses, and you win the prize for your playing partner. Now, here, you guys are trying to win something for some folks. So, Keisean, your playing partner is Candy Zippy right there. All right, there's Candy. And Jonathan, Larry Leiterman, way back there, Larry, that's your playing partner. So this is what the winner gets tonight. If you win this very cool Packers metal hitch cover, courtesy of Shields, all right, a signed photo of Keisean Nixon and Grizzly Dan, they're back. The USA Today Network Wisconsin ice scrapers, because we're getting 9 inches of snow tomorrow, all right? So make sure your car's in the garage. Yeah, you're talking almost a foot of snow. It's a foot, yeah. I think Keisean's actually quite, what's the word, like,
Nervous.
dismayed, nervous, upset.
That's just the inches of snow. You don't talk about the drifts and everything. You know?
Yeah, it's going to be like 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. It's a good winter day in Wisconsin, so you better get to the facility early, do your workouts, and then get back home.
No DoorDash.
So,
I gotta learn how to cook.
so there you go. Those are the prizes you're trying to win. So you can empty your contents. 10 Hershey Kisses. All you got to do is unwrap all 10 of them. First person to do it wins the game. Who thinks Keisean Nixon is going to win this challenge tonight? Who thinks Jonathan Owens is going to win this challenge tonight? So here we go, gentlemen. 3, 2, 1, let's go, and let's cheer these guys on. It is not as easy as you think. New Year's Kiss. We got some Hershey Kiss music. How we doing, guys? Jonathan's got 2. Keisean's got 3. Keisean's got 4. Keisean is almost halfway through the challenge. Jonathan, what are you at? 4 or 5? You were getting there. Keisean's got 6. Keisean's got 7. 3 more for Keisean Nixon. He's got 8. Keisean's got 9, and here we go. Keisean Nixon is the winner tonight of our New Year's Kiss game. Rosie, we need some championship music because Candy, you're going home with this cool, I hope you have a truck, a hitch cover from Shields. You get the signed photo and the USA Today Network Wisconsin Ice Scraper. Larry, you're still going home with some great prizes. Come on up after the show and check it out. And guys, the best part about this game, you can eat the candy afterwards. Yeah, eat the candy afterwards. What's the matter with you? You don't like brats or candy? That's how I've gotten this physique, for heaven's sakes.
You look great.
Brats, candy, donuts, and cookies. That's my food groups right there. Huh? And cheesecake. So, all right, listen, we're winding down, guys. I want to get you out of here because I think you need a little time alone to kind of process this forecast that we presented to you here tonight. But Ricardo, we got some special folks here in the audience tonight.
That's right.
We have the Wrightstown Tigers wrestling team as our high school team of the week.
Now, Brett, I'm going to ask if we can have the wrestlers all stand up, and Coach Verbatim, please. Stand up and get recognized, guys. And everyone else who's affiliated with the Tigers. Listen. Let me tell you, Brett, when we talk about getting high school wrestling teams on the show, there's only a handful that fit the bill, right? A couple weeks ago, we had Kaukauna. Now we have Wrightstown, right? So there's really only a few teams that are on that level. We're talking championship level. These guys have won 4 state titles in their program's history, the most recent, Brett, in 2020. They recently wrestled at the Cheesehead, didn't they, Coach? Yeah, that's one of the most prestigious wrestling tournaments in the nation, 39 teams from all over the country. Their other title in this century, Brett, 2006. You want to know why that's a big year in 2006? That's the last time the Bears made the Super Bowl. Sorry, I had to get that in there. Had to get that in there. But, Brett, if you're looking for a team that is, number one, always a state contender, and number two, in the individual state wrestling tournament, right, guys? They always send guys. They always have guys in the semifinals and the championship matches. Let's give it up to Wrightstown Wrestling.
There they are. There's Coach.
And remember, guys, they said they'll shovel for you for free. For free.
Wrightstown's just down the road from Green Bay, so they can be at your place in, 20 minutes maybe, if that? Not even that, probably.
Okay.
They're there.
Okay.
You might want to talk to them after the show.
Yeah. We'll get it together.
Post for some pictures afterwards and maybe
Thank
get
you,
some
gentlemen.
phone numbers. Thank you, Wrightstown Tigers. Congrats on a great season so far, and good luck the rest of the way. I love our high school team of the week segments. Love that we can do it. Also, hey, we got another segment. We have a business highlight. I want to quickly mention that we have some special guests tonight from Evolve Fitness Club. They're sitting right over there. Wave your hands, everybody. Evolve Fitness. Evolve Fitness Club is a 24-hour gym located in Grand Chute near the Fox River Mall. They have a 24-hour gym, personal trainers, and IV infusion and vitamin shots by Revive Wellness, all under one roof. Coming soon is chiropractic and physical therapy by Maddie Resch from Resch Chiropractic. Evolve Fitness Club's sister location, Evolve Fitness Academy, is located on Wisconsin Avenue, downtown Appleton, and offers group fitness classes focusing on strength and conditioning as well as personal training. And I understand we've got some breaking news regarding...
Yes, what is that?
Well, the Evolve Yoga Center, located near the Fox River Mall, will be opening at the end of this month, at the end of January. So how about that? Evolve Fitness Club right over there. It's kind of your one-stop shop for all your fitness needs. Maybe I should talk to Maria.
Give them a call. Maria's right there.
You know, try to kind of get bulked up here a little bit, right? You think they could whip me into some shape there, Keisean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That was
that's
quick.
So surprising.
Yeah.
That was a quick answer from Keisean. Wow.
What's going on here? So
I think you can do anything you put your mind to.
Oh, absolutely you can. Yeah, I got a mental toughness right here.
Go ahead and get right.
By the way, you got some of those Hershey Kisses in there? Yeah, I might want to have a few of those before the show. Hey, Ricardo, do we have any audience questions
Yeah,
tonight?
where's Tracy? Can we have her come over here? Real quick, hey, Brett, I forgot to ask. I had a question for Jonathan.
Yeah.
Hey, you were born in St. Louis. Are you a Cardinals fan?
I am.
Yes, so am I, my friend.
All
there
right,
we go.
enough
Yes.
with the St. Louis Cardinals.
We're in Brewer country, my friend. That's why I asked that.
Yes, and this is a Brewers minor league baseball park, too, the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers.
Okay.
All right, here's
Brewers
Tracy
affiliate.
Santos. Let me tell you, Brett, Tracy always comes through with the questions.
She does.
And she has another good one. Here you go, Tracy. Ask both Jonathan and Keisean. Go ahead.
So there have been some footing issues at Lambeau this year, mostly by the opponents, fortunately. Do you guys get to choose which cleats you wear, or does the equipment staff make that decision before the game?
Keisean, what do you think? Is that for both guys or one guy?
Yeah, both guys.
Okay.
Lambeau is pretty slick, so they usually have us wear detached, where they're like longer studs. And then I don't really think other teams get the memo, and they don't wear them. So it's a good thing.
Definitely gotta wear the detachables. Yeah. But if you don't practice in them all the time, they not comfortable. So
Yeah, that hurt your feet.
Like I'm the type of person, I can't play in some cleats that my feet are uncomfortable with. So, you know, if I was another team coming in, like I played here before, and I definitely didn't wear like 7-stud cleats. So you just have to, you know, whatever works for you. But the smart decision is detachable for sure.
Great question, Tracy.
All right, great
Thank
question
you very
again,
much.
Tracy. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Keisean, I got one question for you. The snow day. I have the snow day on the script. We already talked about the snow. I don't want to make this more traumatic for you than what it already is. So we'll go on this. How can you be an all-pro kick returner, but not a Pro Bowl kick returner? Huh? Did you see that? This guy got snubbed. Did you guys see that? No. What is your reaction to to this, Keisean. You're one of the top kickoff return guys, maybe the best kickoff return guy in the league.
The best.
There you go, the best. You got maybe a little chip on your shoulder after this, maybe to prove those voters wrong.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'd rather go all pro again than go Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl is kind of like a popularity contest. It means a lot, but it doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? People get Pro Bowl invites and they play half the season. I'd rather go all pro. It means more. AP, it's the biggest accomplishment you can have as a player. And I'm trying to go back to back.
There you go, back to back all pro. How about a round of applause for Keisean Nixon and Jonathan Owens tonight? Ricardo, hey, it's time to go up north. We are predicting who's going to win Packers-Cowboys NFC wildcard game, AT&T Stadium, Sunday afternoon. Know your audience, Ricardo.
I went back and forth with this one. But listen, anytime anybody's in the playoffs, anything can happen. I don't care if you're a 10-point underdog, 15-point underdog. All you got to do is win in advance, right? It's do or die. I didn't know where to go with this. But you know what? My friend Maria, her dad's a big Cowboys fan. I'm going with the Cowboys, baby, in this one.
Boo. Ricardo, way to put her on the spot. I mean, give me a break here. So I tell you what, guys, let me remedy the situation. This has brought a lot of victories this season, right? This Packers winter hat as we get ready for the storm of the century tomorrow, Keisean. I'm going to put it on my head just like that, right? What do you guys think? I'm picking a Packers victory. I'm picking them. I saw what you did last week, Ricardo, sitting in this chair. I'm not going to do the same. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think it might be a little bit of a high-scoring game, right? Both offenses are good. How about 35-27? You guys okay with that? 35-27?
It's too high.
27-3.
Oh, okay, 27-3. Okay. I'm trying to give the Cowboys some respect. They've got some offensive weapons, but Cowboys unbeaten at home this season. They've won 16 straight at home and all. But you know what? You guys, the Packers have never lost in Jerry World. They've never lost in that stadium. Now listen, Ricardo, this feels a little bit 2010-ish, right? The Bears had a chance then to knock the Packers out of the playoffs, final week of the season at home. Green Bay wins in a tough one, and then they take off, go 3 straight on the road, and then go to the Super Bowl, right? You remember that? Hey, the Bears had a chance yesterday to do the same thing. These guys are red hot quarterback, 3 games on the road in the playoffs. You're going to Las Vegas. I feel it, right? They're gonna win at Dallas, going to San Fran.
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
So I'm picking, I think Jordan Love has another big day. I think Aaron Jones has a big day. I think Keisean Nixon gets in the end zone. Maybe Jonathan Owens a scoop and score as well. I think we're going to be back here next Monday night celebrating a Packers wild card win. What do you think, Mean Gene? You like it? There you go. Ricardo, Packers News app.
That's right, with exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. Brett, that Packers News app, your one-stop shop for complete coverage of your Green Bay Packers. Unlimited digital access to the Packers News app. PackersNews.com can be yours for as low as 99 cents for the first month. Please subscribe today, Brett. We need that money.
Always need that money. Thanks again to our sponsors and friends. First, our presenting sponsors. We have Cellcom and Packerland Home Improvement. Also, thank you to our segment sponsors, Bobbles Galore, Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. And finally, our supporting sponsors and friends, Shields Escort Limousine Service, Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear, Mayfield Sports Marketing, Mike Thiel and Eric Lives here, Miller Lite, and of course the good folks here with the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers and the Fox Club. Now listen, I don't know what the future holds, Keisean.
Right.
It's possible that this might be your last visit with us this season. Now I'm not sure what's going to happen next week, if Josiah's going to be here, if you're going to be here, or what's going to happen in 2 weeks. If, in fact, it is the final show with Keisean, let's give him a big round of applause for being a great co-host. I'm only saying that just in case. But I think Keisean's going to be back, right? I think he's going to be back with us, celebrating some playoff wins. He's going to give you the final word. So, hey, for Keisean, for Jonathan, for Ricardo, and the rest of the Clubhouse Live crew, I'm Brett Christopherson saying so long. Be back here next Monday night with somebody. I'm not sure who's going to be here. Somebody's going to be here, but we will be celebrating a big Packers victory over the Dallas Cowboys, right? We will be.
Yes, sir.
We will be. In the meantime, Mean Gene, Keisean says it's up to you. Take it away, Mean Gene.
Go, Pack, go.